Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Get set.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. First down, Drake. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First carry for Frank Gore back home here in Miami. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Took left. Deuce. Play. Hey, 20. Where you at? Deep.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Going deep here for Parker. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. This is the newest member of the Lion backfield, LeGarrette Blount. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And out come the Dolphins now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
We're walking. We're all walking.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
Left, and maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Kerry Hyder with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This from 54 yards away. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So that'll back him up 5. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep for the Lions, it's Golden Tate. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. On first and goal, Drake. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. They've been doing so.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kiko Alonso in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. William Hayes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
There you go.
Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Not quite enough leg. This one was on target, but it needed a little more behind it. And by about the width of a football, this will stay a tie ball game.
Riddick with a carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
We're rolling, we're rolling. Set, waiting. Back 54.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Big 20.
On the ground, it's Riddick. He's to the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
There you go.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's Tate. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Riddick. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
That's it, baby. On the ball, on the ball. Give me radar.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. This one complete to Theo Riddick. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Here's Riddick. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board. Back
to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And he he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20, 30.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now it's Tate. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To throw on second down. Stafford, he sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Stafford. He finds Riddick complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford out to the flat for Reddick. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, 22! Set! 180!
From the gun, Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. The return man is Grant. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Tannehill. And he hits Drake. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he stays up. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. Parker, the intended target.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw on 2nd down. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tate. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stafford now to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set, 280, 11-11. Big 20, big 20.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Hayes in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devon Kennard in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. That is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They go back to Reddick. Room here to run. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's go. Man, pick it up.
On first down, it's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. He's going to get it running right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
So now here come the Dolphins. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Right back to Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Counterplay, Drake. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Let's go.
Here's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Tannehill hands to Drake. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A tackle that time by William Hayes.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now they try the right side here. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Lions, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks.
So until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That you said you didn't never. I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine.